We are here this evening to witness the marriage of Zane Zimmerman and Crystal Pickard. It's the last time you're going to hear that name. It is a privilege to share such a happy occasion. We are here not only to witness the vows and the promises that they are about to exchange, but we are also here with them to wish them both the very best that life has to offer in their future together as husband and wife. We come together not to mark the start of their relationship, but to recognize the bond that already is existing between the two of them. So we welcome you tonight and thank you for coming to this event. Crystal pulled up a definition of marriage that meant something to her, and this is what she came up with for the definition of marriage. It says, marriage is the beginning of a new life, a chance at fulfilling long-held dreams, and an opportunity for great personal and spiritual growth. Marriage endures, thrives, and continues to live as a promise of a beautiful dream come true. As long as individuals are drawn together by God, marriage will be a natural unfolding of that relationship. Feelings come alive at a wedding, great happiness, some sadness, apprehension, and sometimes pure relief. Did you put that part in there? Okay. Whew. There is an acute awareness that something special, something that goes to the very heart of life, is about to happen. Zane is feeling that right now. Something is gone forever, and something is born, brand new and tender. Something to be nurtured and cared for, something to be protected and cherished, challenged and strengthened. You were never before created marriage. You're one-of-a-kind marriage. There's no marriage on the planet like this marriage is going to be. Each of you brings gifts to the other today. Gifts of hope and laughter, focus and seriousness of purpose, sensitivity and recognition of the beautiful and the profound. Since childhood, you have searched for and dreamed about that special someone who would embody and express the gifts that you now stand ready to give and to receive. But these gifts are not to be yours alone. A strong and resilient marriage is not an escape from this world, but a contribution to it. I love that. Did you write that?
No.
I love that.
No.
Okay, so Zane and Crystal, may you now combine and strengthen your gifts to be offered as distinct and as a distinct and beautiful gift to the world. For the world is in need of the beautiful, the good, and the holy, and nothing is better suited to evoke that than a good marriage. And now you stand before this lovely community of family and friends, and you're ready to acknowledge to God and to the world, this is my beloved, the one with whom I choose to create the rest of my life. May you both create with God a piece of heaven on earth. I hope you're listening. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay, are you listening? I say that because I have to say, sometimes in a wedding, people are so flipped out that they're getting married that they're not even listening to their own wedding. So I want you to listen to your own wedding, okay? I want you to hear these words. So this is my 2 cents in all of this, okay? God is for marriage. It's his idea. And I want you to follow my train of thought here for a moment. He performed the first wedding ceremony in the Garden of Eden when he created Eve from Adam to be his helpmate and to be by his side. Remember that? I don't know if you know that. You probably don't know that because you're brand new to this, but literally Eve came forth from Adam's side. Later on in the scriptures, we see Jesus perform his first miracle, and it was at a wedding. And it was in Cana. And he turned water into really good wine because he cares about marriage. And he cares about really good wine. I have a good bottle in there in the counter. And then on the cross, the Father created a bride for himself out of the side of Jesus. And that was when the soldiers pierced him and water and blood flowed out. And the church, his bride, God's bride, came forth. So it's full circle. And God is all for marriage. And as the church came out of the side of Jesus, and as Eve came forth from the side of Adam, so are you two going to come forth from each other. Marriage is God's design, and it's illustrated for us over and over throughout the scripture because it's so important. He tells us, husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. So Zane, I'm going to talk to you for a second. As a husband, you have really big shoes to fill, because you're going to be to Crystal as Jesus is to the church, is, was, and will be to the church. The Lord gave his life for the church, and you will give your life for your bride. Today, Crystal will become your wife, but I want you to remember that she's your bride first and foremost forever. And I want you to look at her, and I want you to remember how she looks. Don't ever forget how she looks at this moment. Don't ever forget what you felt like when she was coming down those stairs and you thought, she's going to be mine from this moment on. This is it. She's going to be mine. She's chosen me. She's going to be mine. Don't forget that. Don't forget how you feel. Don't forget this first love you have for her. And if you do, you'll simply have a wife, not a bride. You're crying. You're going to make me cry. If we start crying, this might be delayed. Okay. So I think about a wife, and I think a wife will wash your dishes, a wife will clean your house. But so will a maid, so will somebody who means nothing to you. But a bride is your lifelong companion. And these were your words that you wanted someone to have and to hold that will love you forever. You wanted someone to be by your side, right? Just like the Lord created Eve to be by the side of Adam as his helpmate forever. A wedding makes a wife, but a relationship full of love makes a bride. If you nurture her, as the two of you are becoming one flesh, which is what God says happens for you two, you two become one flesh, and you do that in the eyes of God, you will watch Crystal become a wonderful wife and a wonderful mom, and she'll still be your bride. So as Eve came forth from the side of Adam, so this woman is going to come forth from you as you nurture her to be all she's intended to be. You have a responsibility in how this marriage goes and who she becomes in this marriage. And that's your daily loving her and cherishing her and nurturing her. And Crystal, it's not as long for you. God says a wife is to submit herself to her husband as unto the Lord. For the husband, this is scripture, for the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church. You need to be honored and loved and cherished. He needs to be honored and respected above all things. As your husband, as the head of your household, and as you do that, as you give him the honor and respect that he needs, you're going to watch a wonderful man of God develop. And he's going to become a wonderful, loving husband and an amazing dad. And he's going to come forth from you like you are going to come forth from him. And so daily, you guys are going to birth each other. And you're going to make your marriage. You're going to create your marriage. It is the most amazing thing to think that God pulled you two together out of everybody on the planet. Somehow you found each other. That's a miracle in and of itself, isn't it? And now you're going to be creative, you're going to be godlike in the fact that you're going to create your own marriage and you're going to create the man and the woman that you need to be. I want to read something to you. 1 Corinthians 13, this is so standard for what they talk about in the wedding, but this is the love chapter, and they always read this in a wedding, but I want to read it to you in a version that I think will maybe hit you in a different way. And it talks about what love is. And it says, the beautiful love you share with each other is described in 1 Corinthians 13. There the Bible says, love is very patient and kind, never jealous or envious, never boastful or proud, never haughty or selfish or rude. Love does not demand its own way. It is not irritable or touching. It does not hold grudges. It will hardly ever notice what others do wrong. It is never glad about injustice, but rejoices whenever truth wins out. If you love someone, you will be loyal to him no matter what the cost. You will always believe in him, always expect the best of him, always stand your ground in defending him. All the special gifts and powers from God will someday come to an end, but love goes on forever. Someday prophecy and speaking in unknown languages and special knowledge, these gifts will disappear. There are three things that remain: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. So there's also a scripture I would like to read you in the book of Ruth, where it is spoken, where you go, I will go. Where you live, I will live. Your people will be my people. Your God, my God. Where you die, I will die. Let nothing but death part you and me. And I think that so encompasses what a marriage is all about. God said, and the two shall become one. And he also said, let no man put asunder what God has joined together. So we are here to witness this marriage, and God has pulled these two together, and they're going to exchange their vows. So here we have vows. Jim, do you want to start?
Sure. I, Zane Zimmerman, take you, Crystal Pickard, to be my lawfully wedded wife. I vow to faithfully and honestly in every way honor you, the faith and the trust you place in me, to take care of you and stand by you always, and to love you unconditionally as long as we both shall live.
I, Crystal Pickard, take you, Zane Zimmerman, to be my lawfully wedded husband. I will cherish our partnership and love you more each day than I did the day before. I will trust you and respect you, loving you faithfully, regardless of the obstacles we may face together. I give you my hand, my heart, and my love until death do us part.
The ring? I didn't have lost my ring page. Hold on a second here. I do not have my ring page. Hold on a second here. There is something that's sticking together. Okay. Oh, good job.
The ring.
I am missing something. Hold on a second. Excuse me. Oh, got it. Okay, so, Zane, you repeat after me, okay? I, Zane Zimmerman,
I, Zane Zimmerman,
take you, Crystal Pickard,
take you, Crystal Pickard,
to be my lawfully wedded wife.
to be my lawfully wedded wife.
I vow to be faithful
I vow to be faithful
and honest in every way,
and honest in every way,
to honor the faith
to honor the faith
and the trust you place in me,
and the trust you place in me,
to care for you
to care for you
and to stand by you always,
and to stand by you always,
to love you unconditionally
to love you unconditionally
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
I, Crystal
I, Crystal.
Pickard, Crystal Pickard. Let's say your last name one last time.
I, Crystal Pickard,
Take you, Zane Zimmerman,
take you, Zane Zimmerman,
to be my lawfully wedded husband.
to be my lawfully wedded husband.
I will cherish our partnership
I will cherish our partnership
and love you more each day
and love you more each day
than I did the day before.
than the day I did before.
I will trust you
I will trust you
and respect you,
and respect you,
loving you faithfully,
loving you faithfully,
regardless of the obstacles we may face together.
regardless of the obstacles we may face together.
I give you my hand,
I give you my hand,
I give you my heart,
I give you my heart,
my love,
my love,
until death do us part.
until death do us part.
Zane, will you take the ring and place it upon Crystal's finger? And as you do, repeat this. Crystal,
Crystal,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
I ask you to wear this ring
I ask you to wear this ring
as a reminder of my promises and devotion to you.
as a reminder of my promises and devotion to you.
Crystal, will you take the ring, place it upon Zane's finger, And as you do repeat these words. Zane,
Zane,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love.
as a symbol of my love.
With it may you forever remember
With it may you forever remember
that I have chosen you
that I have chosen you
above all others,
above all others,
and promise to commit my life
and promise to commit my life
to you from this day forward.
to you from this day forward.
God, we ask you for this blessing upon this couple as we celebrate this momentous occasion in their lives. Grant them happiness and contentment as they establish their new home, create a new family, explore the depths of their love for one another and for you. Bless their families and friends and the relationships which have supported, strengthened, and sustained them throughout their